everyone. I wanted to go over today 3 different new forms. And the name of those forms are ward off, roll back, press, and push. Now these forms are usually done in a sequence and they're pretty fundamental Tai Chi forms, and they're pretty easy too, except for one. Roll back is a little difficult, so we'll try it in different ways so you can see. So I'll do it for you, demonstrate it first, and then so you can sit and watch, stand and watch, and then we'll go over them in detail. So the forms are ward off, roll back, press, and push. So those are the forms. They're very simple forms, but the most difficult one that students and people I teach have problems with is roll back. So the first one, anyway, is ward off. Ward off form is, we did grass sparrow's tail previously. I went over that form. Grass sparrow's tail was the hand is on a 45. Well, if you just drop your arm down and on a slight slant, this is ward off. And it's practiced the same way, rocking back and forth, exhaling, and inhaling back. But it's very easy form, it's simple. If you did remember grass sparrow's tail, just drop the arm and then you're in ward off. And so the ward off, roll back, press, and push are usually done in combination in the form, and they're usually done in combination when you practice them separately. So after you've done ward off, the next movement is roll back. And after your weight comes forward, now your weight is like 90% on the front leg in ward off, then the roll back begins. And now the hands turn clockwise in separate circles. And that's roll back. Watch again from here. The left arm goes down, the right hand comes up. They each make their separate circles to roll back. Okay? Let me show you from the side view. So here, from ward off, after your weight's now on the front leg, the left hand drops down, the right arm comes up, and comes to roll back. So, again from here, right, to roll back. On the other side, here we are, ward off. Now the weight is on the front leg, most of the weight, 90%. You begin the roll back, left hand starts to drop down, the right arm comes up, making separate circles clockwise until you're here, and this is roll back. Then you begin, the weight shifts back, you press, this is called press, that hands come together in a press movement. Press, now when your weight is on the front leg, the arms drop, hands come down to push. So, you have ward off, roll back, press, push. And then you start the whole sequence again. But that's ward off, roll back, press, push. Now, one thing if you're having problems with roll back, which most of my students do, once going back again to ward off here, weights on the rear leg as the weight comes to the front leg, you just have to remember you're doing 2 circles like this. 2 circles with the arm movements. And they're just going, one hand is dropping down and one is coming up. So you're doing a movement like this. So if you can practice just getting this movement down, then you'll have it. Because this is for rollback. Some Tai Chi schools don't even use rollback, but it's such a beautiful form, and it's so fluid that I really want you to give it a go to try to learn it. And so it's just getting these 2 circles. Like there's 2 circles, you make 2 circles with your both hands, and one is starting down the circle, the other hand is starting up the circle. And then they meet back the same place except the left hand is out. So again, it's 2 different circles like this that's happening. So this is something that you can just try practicing. Once you get this, then all you have to do when the hands come back together again is the left arm comes back up, and that allows you to shift your weight back to press, moving your weight forward. Hands come apart, hands then drop down to push. So one more time. Roll back. Weight is on the rear leg now. You shift the weight forward. When your weight is now on about 90% on the front leg, do the roll back. Again, the 2 circles. Then as you're completing the roll back, you start to shift the weight back to your rear leg. When most of your weight now is on the rear, the right hand circles up to press. Hands come together like you're clapping and press as the weight goes forward till all the weight is on the front leg. Hands come apart. As they're coming apart, you start to shift the weight back. Hands come down. Now you're moving the weight forward. Hands come up to push. And the push movement is from the waist going upwards. So it's from the waist going upwards. Waist going upwards. Then when you're here, then you start the sequence over again. So the left hand drops down, the weight shifts back, and you're in ward off. Ward off, your weight shifts forward. Start your roll back. As you're completing it, you start coming back. Right hand comes around, press, push. And of course the breathing, once you get the form down, the movements down, then you can start using the breathing. Ward off, exhaling out, weights on the front, roll back, shift the weight back, press, push. Start the sequence over. Left hand drops down, right arm just pulls back. You're coming into ward off. Now the weight is on the rear leg. Now you start to shift the weight forward, exhaling. Now you're in ward off. The weight's 90% on your front leg. Start roll back. Now you start shifting the weight to your rear leg. Inhaling, then the right arm comes around to press, moving forward, exhaling, hands come apart, start to move back, arms drop down, to push, coming forward, exhaling. Then the movement starts again, left arm drops down, as you shift your weight back, and here you're in ward-up. So go back a little bit more, so you can hopefully see my feet, kind of. And your weight's on the rear leg. I'll do this very slow so you can watch. Exhaling forward. Roll back. Press. Push. Start the sequence over. Your weight shifts back. Ward off. Weight shifts forward. Roll back. Weight shifts back. Press. Weight shifts forward. Hands come apart. Weight shifts back. Push. Left hand drops down as you start the sequence over to ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. So those are the movements, ward off, roll back, press, and push. You'll find the ward off, press and push very easy. It's just press and push. The roll back will take you a little bit to get the circles down. Once you get the circles down, you won't have any problem. So I know some Tai Chi schools completely leave roll back out of it. And then some Tai Chi schools, when you see it done, you'll see them do roll back, and you won't even see it because it'll be just so quick. It's not a big move, but for beginners they should learn the more larger moves with the circles. And it's very fluid, and I really love the rollback form. So I hope you enjoy trying to learn ward off, rollback, press and push. Hope you enjoy it. My next video, I'll show you how to do it on the other with the. We did it with the left foot forward. We'll do it next with the right foot forward, and we'll do it alternating side to side, and maybe get into also doing it in 4 directions. So that's what will be coming up next. So you'll get a chance to review this in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope your practice brings you great joy, happiness, peace, and well-being. Thank you for watching.